Hi everyone! So I just wanted to come in here and share with you guys how you can get things really cheap. I know that everybody thinks that produce is so expensive and that eating healthy is so expensive, and it doesn't have to be. There's a really lot of great ways to get good deals, and as long as you take the steps to make sure that you store it properly, you'll be good to go. And there's this place in my town called Fruit Warehouse. It's just like a produce bodega. Like, it's very similar to places that when I lived in the city, when I lived in Brooklyn, I had a place across the street that was just like this. It was a lot more expensive, but this place is super cheap. So every time I go there, I spend around $20 and I come home with boatloads of stuff. Last time I got like berries and lettuce and eggplant, zucchini, and chips. Like, I just got all this crazy stuff, and it was $20 today. I spent $23, and I even got a couple of canned good items or condiments as well that are usually really expensive. So I'm going to share with you what I got just so I can show you what I do with it and how easy it is. So these right here, these pints of strawberries, were 2 for $3. 2 of these for $3, which is insane. They have other strawberries there that are 2 for $5. So what does that mean? That means that these might be on their last leg. So you got to look through them before you pick them out and make sure that you have a batch that is good and that there's nothing going bad. The other thing it means is that you have to deal with them right away. So for me, I'd rather spend less money and deal with it right away than spend more money so that I know I can have it for the rest of the week. But you can make this last a lot longer than you think you can. And here's what I do. I have these glass containers. This one is from Pampered Chef, but it doesn't really matter where you get it from. I just happen to love these. I used to sell Pampered Chef, so I have an entire kitchen full of Pampered Chef, and I love this stuff. So the thing that's good about these glass containers is that the lid to them has a plastic seal around it. You see, it's got like this rubber on the inside. So when you close it, it's got like a really tight seal, which means no air is getting in there. So what I always do with my strawberries, unless I forget, and then I cry about it. But what I always do with my strawberries is I rinse them off as soon as I get home, I slice them up, and then I put them straight away in here and put the lid on it, put it in the fridge. And they will keep like twice the amount of time that they would normally keep in here than they would any other way. I've had them last like over a week, no matter where they're at. So it's crazy that, but it really makes such a huge difference. So I do that. And then if they start to go bad, or not they start to go bad, but if you sense that time is coming near, like obviously you don't want to save anything that's growing anything on it, but I really haven't even had anything go bad in here. But once you sense they're starting to go, put them in the fridge and use them as smoothies before they go bad. So if you're not going to use them, just stick them in the fridge. I do the same thing with blueberries. These blueberries, 2 for $5. Now if I went to a regular food store, this would cost me $5 a piece, $4.99. It's crazy. 2 for $5, so they're basically half price. And same thing, I rinse them off right away, and I leave them in here because I go through blueberries real fast. For me, this is like one serving. And what I do with them, same thing I do with the strawberries, is I put them in yogurt. That's my favorite snack ever. And berries are actually really great because they have high antioxidants, and of all the fruits, they have the lowest glycemic index. So they're the lowest amount of sugar in terms of a fruit. So like if you went, banana has like a crazy high amount of sugar. And I still eat bananas, but a serving size on the nutrition plan I follow is a half of a banana, whereas I can have a cup of berries. So, I mean, what would you rather have? So what I do with my berries in terms of how I eat them generally is if I think they're going to go bad, then I put them in the freezer before they do, and then I'll just use them in smoothies. So that's a good way to save them. But the other thing I do is, this is my favorite yogurt right here. It's a little expensive, but I'm willing to spend the money where it counts. And for me, this counts because I have never found a plain yogurt that I like as much as this, and this is organic. And with dairy, I mean, with fruit it matters too, but with dairy it really matters because there's no hormones or pesticides or any other crap that they throw in dairy in the cows and all that stuff. So you know that you're getting the cleanest version of a dairy product that you're going to get. So I love this, and it tastes so good. So I get the low-fat plain. I don't get the fat-free. Sometimes I buy the full-fat, but this works for me. It's basically 2%, and I love it. So I use this, and then I just add fresh berries to it. Sometimes some nuts, slivered almonds, crushed up walnuts, whatever I got around. That's it. It's a beautiful snack. It's my favorite snack I have at almost every morning. So that's that. What else did I get? for $23. So I got 2 things of strawberries, 2 containers of blueberries. I got an eggplant, which I'm just gonna slice up and either do it on the grill or in the oven in a baking sheet. I just roast them with a little bit of olive oil, some seasoning, whatever seasoning I'm feeling into. You roast it. You could do balsamic. You could put goat cheese on top. After it comes out, don't do it while it goes in. It's going to melt all over the place. And it's a really good side for anything. So it's a good way to do that. I also got this. This is crazy to me because if you've ever gone out for lunch, especially in New York City, oh my God, you are going to spend at least $10 to $15 on a salad at lunch, which if you live in other parts of the country and you're watching this, you probably are going to think that's insane, and it is insane, but that's how much it's going to cost. And you pick a box of lettuce, usually smaller than this to start with, and then you top it with ingredients and whatever. If you make salads at home, it will save you so much money. It's insane. And this right here, this is mesclun. It's already mixed for you. This whole package cost me $1.99. It's crazy. So I can chop this up and I can make this into a bunch of different salads. Like, this doesn't have to be one salad just because it's in a container like this. But you can use it that way. You can chop it up and add, you know, all your normal salad toppings. Like I love carrots and I like celery, beets, tomatoes, cucumbers, all that stuff. I love to add banana peppers to my salad. It's a great way to add some extra zing. And then whatever meat, like whatever protein. Eggs, fish, chicken, steak, whatever. All those are allowed. So I usually make a whole bunch at the beginning of the week and then I divide it. Some's going to be for lunch, like with a side of vegetables. Some's going to be for dinner in some other recipe. Some of it's going to be on top of a salad. So this really goes a long way because $1.99, I'll get probably at least 2 or 3 salads out of this. So what is that, like 70 cents a salad? I'm terrible at math. Something like that. Under 70 cents for the lettuce. And if you get a bag of lettuce at the store, you're going to pay $2.50 on a good day. Like, that's a sale day. And that's only going to be about half of this amount. So, that's that. I also got, holy cannoli, I got 4 of these. They're calling them yams, but I'm fairly certain they're sweet potatoes. I think everybody gets confused about what's a sweet potato and what's a yam. Doesn't really matter. It's all the same starchiness to me. But sweet potato, in terms of your carbs, is one of the best ways to get your carbs because it's natural. It processes in the body well. It's not, like, altered in any way to get to you, and you cook it obviously, but it's not like you are eating something that's been processed already. So it's just a really good way to get your starch in, and it's so tasty. I love sweet potatoes. So what I'm doing today actually is I found a recipe for coconut curry chickpeas stuffed in a sweet potato, which sounds amazing. I think because for what I follow, because I'm not vegetarian, chickpeas count as a carb, not as a protein. If you are vegetarian, they would count as a protein, and then go for it. But for in terms of what I'm doing, they count as a carb, so then I'd be eating double carbs. So what I'm planning on doing is using chicken instead of chickpeas to stuff the inside of this with. So it's gonna be like a complete meal, basically. So what that entails is coconut milk. I got the light kind. You know, it's one of those things that, like, is it the best thing for you ever? Does it have lots of fat and sugar? Like, no, it's not the best thing for you ever, and yes, it has lots of fat and sugar, but it's really not that bad, and it's from coconut, so it's not, like, the worst thing for you. And to use it in a recipe is really going to give it a ton of flavor without sacrificing, like, a lot of fat and calories. And I got the light kind. So this has 50 calories and 4.5 grams of fat per serving, and a serving is 1/3 of a cup, and there's 5 in this container, and I don't even think I'm going to use the whole can, to be honest. Red curry paste. Great, great tool. I love cooking with Asian, Thai, Indian flavors like this because they really go a long way in terms of giving you a huge punch of flavor without tons of fat and calories. They just naturally cook a little bit leaner. Than American culture does, and Italian too. So there's some Mediterranean foods that are really good for you, but you know, this gets to be a little crazy with the American foods. But this is really, really good. So it's basically going to be these 2 things together. Then I'm going to cook the chicken in, and then I'm going to add a little bit of ginger, and some lime juice, I think. And then they called for Thai basil, which is hard to find, so I just brought regular basil. It's not going to be that big of a difference. And that's basically it. So I'm going to cook that while I'm cooking the, what are these? Potatoes. While I'm cooking the potatoes. And then I'm going to stuff them inside, and it's going to be delicious, and I can't wait to try it. I'm very excited. But right now I'm starving, so I'm going to go have my yogurt with my berries, which I'm really looking forward to, because I got to wash those up right away. So that was just my shopping trip, and all the things I got. For all that I just showed you, I spent $23 on. It's a bargain. It's a really good deal. So if you are local to Island Park, Free Warehouse, it's the bomb. And if you are interested in learning more about recipes that I offer, I make meal plans. I can support you in your health and fitness journey if that's something you're looking to do. If you're ready to get started, you can go ahead and comment below, and I will reach out to you. And we can talk about making you a meal plan, getting you set up for success with nutrition and fitness in a way that is delicious and doesn't have to be boring. Like you don't have to have grilled chicken like for dinner and lunch and breakfast every day of the week. You can eat delicious food if you want to. So I'm always spending all this time reinventing recipes that I find that fit into my meal plan, because why not? I love to cook. I love to have things delicious. I've always been a foodie, and so now I get to do that and actually have it fit into my plan and stay on target. I've been doing this for 3 years now, so it works. So that's it. If you're interested in joining my team, if you're interested in joining one of my challenges, comment below and I will reach out to you. Otherwise, enjoy the videos, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Love you. Have a great day.